Welcome back. Thank you to everyone who sent messages and pictures this week about kind things that you have done. It was lovely to hear all about the kind acts that's been happening all around us. Let's take a look at some of them now. This week, we're going to focus our thoughts on the emotion fear. Being afraid sometimes is a normal, healthy part of growing up. It's important to talk about what frightens us. Many of us know what we're scared of, but sometimes we don't have the words to explain it. We can share our fears with an adult we trust, and it's important when someone shares a fear with you that you take the fear seriously, offer them encouragement, and be patient with them. When facing a fear, give yourself reasonable goals to work towards, because change takes time.
So let's get started.
Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams.
What's that over there? It's the wild, said the mole. Don't fear it. Imagine how we would be if we were less afraid.
I'm not afraid, said the mole. If I wasn't caught in this snare, I'd kill you, said the fox. If you stay in that snare, you will die, said the mole. So the mole chewed through the wire with his tiny teeth. One of our greatest freedoms is how we react to things. Hello everyone, it's lovely to be speaking to you again and to have the chance to think about some of the things we can learn from the story this week. I must have read this book now about 100 times, and every time I see and hear something different. This made me think about how hearing is a really funny thing. For example, I have noticed that over the time we have all been spending at home that the birds have learned to whistle and tweet much louder. I can hear all the different sounds they make when they visit my garden, and I can hear the difference between the blackbird and the sparrows. I know when they are letting each other know that the neighbourhood cat has come to wander in my garden, and I know the very noisy sound that is made by a couple of large magpies who also visit occasionally. So, actually, the birds are not really any louder. I am just hearing them better because lots of the other noise, which usually gets my attention, has had the sound turned down. Things like watching my favourite TV show or rushing around at work and at home trying to squeeze in all my chores. My head can be so loud and busy that I don't take time to hear the birds who haven't got any louder. They're just getting more noticed. I wonder if that is a bit like what we have read this week in the book, that certain things can get our attention and be really, really loud. Things like what we can't do or shouldn't do, rather than what we can and would like to do or even try. And what can often happen is that the things we're afraid of get to be the loudest. And so they're the things which get the biggest reaction from us. So maybe, if we stopped for a while, lay on the grass, watched the clouds roll past, maybe, just maybe, we would begin to hear more from our hopes and dreams and those things we would like to try and enjoy having a go at. We can sometimes get stuck and pay lots of attention to our worries, and it takes a bit of practice to turn that noise down to then hear better all the hopes and dreams we can have. This week, I'd like you all to hit the pause button and for 2 minutes stop what you're doing. This could be when you're out on your walk, just before you go to sleep, or right when you wake up. What did you notice? Send us your pictures and comments about this, and we'll post them on next week's video. I'm really looking forward to hear about what you start to hear as you turn down the volume on all the tricky worries and hear the turned up volume on all of your hopes and dreams. Go dream.